with another issue of the Build the Enterprise D-Kit from Fanhome. This is magazine 27. This is part kit 104. Hi guys, Ralph here. So we're up to number 27 magazine. Only another 4 after these to go. Because the 3 goes to 30 and there's 2 parts in the 31. But that's last one is putting decals on, which will show you how to do that when we get round to it. So 104 with the part kit, what this is. So it's showing we've got 4 small phaser banks, some navigation lights, which I think probably go in here and here. Screws, and this back section, it looks a right mess. Look at this, gaps, but this is the beauty of these ones. The way that the builder has made this is a magnetic part, covers over the battery cover. These parts are all just pushing, covering over all of the screws. It's very, very good how they seem to be doing this. So this is a good bit. There are worse bits beforehand, but hopefully this should cover over all of the wires that I have got already go to the nacelle. That part would be good. I might have to shave, no, I can't shave that bit. I might have to reroute a little bit of the cables round or something. I'm sure I can do that. But once it's in place, it's in place. Why is that scratched? That's kind of weird. I think it's been scratched, but I don't think it has it or hasn't it. I've got bits there as well. Looks like I need to tidy up. Bits of flashing inside there. Yeah, looks like it's overspilled with the paint. I should be covered over anyway with the... It might not be. Yeah, that's a bit of a meh, but it's doable. I can do something with it. It's not a problem. So, let me get this unbagged, get the parts ready, get the screws out ready. Right. Make sure you be careful with these springs, because you will lose them, because these are going on with these, because they will go in the back here. It's kind of strange how they're springy than it's the phaser banks. Don't get it, don't know why. Probably a reason somewhere along the line, but let's get this unbagged and let's start building. Now, pieces are ready. Got 4 springs over here. I don't want to sneeze, and I'm not putting that in place just yet, but I'm just going to show you. Pretty. Right. Part 1 means these two lights here. I think I preempted a little bit, thinking they would go that way. Whether or not we did that and I've just followed it and it's wrong is probable, but these need to come out a bit more than what they are. So it is 2 lights underneath here. It's going to be definitely tweezers time this time on this part. The yellow one goes there and the red one, oh, it's all 4, isn't it? Right, I hope I've got enough cable to pull through. This could be a small issue. I might have to loosen that and that screw to get this part down a little, but it doesn't matter which one's which. It says about getting both sticking out the back. I think I've glued these in place, because it looked like it was too obvious that they would go there, not they would go 3/4 of the way up here. So I've not followed the... They'll come off, I'm sure they will. I've not followed exactly the diagram, but it does look like there is a part there it fits on. Unless it isn't, no. Okay. I said these are probably super glue, and it definitely will come off. Just need to re-straighten them again. If this breaks, I need to remove that to put a spare light in. That ain't good at all. Scalpel time, because I'm just bending those. So this is my cock up, this is not yours, what you've done. Obviously follow the rules as best you can and try not to preempt anything that's not actually going to be the wrong one. Cool. So all we'll basically do is pull these out, put them that way. It is virtually the same as what we're doing there, but what we've got is putting these in. It's going to be port starboard, so that's going to be port, that's my starboard, green's going to be in here. That needs to go probably that way and wraps itself around the light. Is it one way or neither? I think they're both the same either way. Yeah, the light goes in there. So what I need to do is take those out and put the lights in those gaps there. Whoops. Now, super glue problem done with. Right, here's a little thing, because if you look at this, I mean, this is where I've gone wrong and gone so unbelievably right. Look, this is the part here. This is the nubbin that comes up, that goes between the lights. Always does go between the lights. That's why I thought that goes there. So on the other side it goes there. So it goes into and stops there. It looked too blooming obvious. There's a... You know what I mean? So basically these cross over. And 1.1, 1.2, they're both flashing lights anyway, which is up to you. So they cross over that way. So there's enough space in there to go over, no problem. They need to be upright. Yeah. This is green. That side's red. If you keep an eye on things going through. I would possibly recommend gluing these in place, but I don't know. Yeah, they want to be on the sides. A little bit fiddly to get from where I was into that. Everything eventually works itself out. So put that in that way and then put in the light without any problems, like that. Nope, like that. Nope, like somehow. There we go, like that. Okay, just like that. Red 1, 2, as you're looking that way, and green that way. When it's turned round and the top showing, that's port and the other side is starboard. So do the same on the other side as it's showing, which is fine. A little bit fiddly. Then on a port, I actually took the screws out of here, these two, and then one over here to give me a little more purchase to try and get out. So it's fine. It's no problem. It's not blocking anything in. See, that one goes in a little easier, but it's attached to it and it's pushing itself off. So that would probably could do with being glued in place anyway, but it's pushing up from the other cable. Yeah, okay, next part. Let's get this part, and then this is where it gets a little bit awkward. I want it the right way from what the picture is. So that way, and this needs to be there. I need the switch, which I'm not actually using. Where's the switch go? There. Ah, right. Now, I am probably not going to be doing this because this is not me attached. The switch goes in like so, and then is held in place. This will not be attached. I'm going to put it probably in place, but I am not going to have it switched on, plugged into the board, because I have a power supply. That wedges in there quite well. What I will be doing with this is flush on there. I'll be filling this hole in and painting over. I can do that after this has been done. That's not a problem. So you take point that way, that's good. So you put the switch in there and you put over there and you get 2 BP screws. This is just to hold this in place now. Okay, 2 BP screws, B and plastic, that's a B and M. Obviously other chain stores are available. It's just to hold that screw in place, that switch in place, which I don't need and I don't care about, but for the sake of this and for the sake of you guys following along, yeah, the green lights come off again. I'll do this anyway, because a lot of you guys are actually just starting this, which is quite surprising. That it's not because I'm finally getting out there and people are watching my videos. It's strange how I think a lot of you have figured out that it is going to complete. So you're going to jump on and get this because it is going to be a good model when it's finished. And we're never going to have the opportunity to get a model this size ever again without custom or faffing or whatever. Yeah, all this is going to be in place in a second or two. I can actually leave that alone for over there a second anyway. The next part, I'm going to ignore that again because that's going to get trapped in when this goes over onto there. Is this goes in place on there. Again, this part will get covered over by a magnetic part, which is not a problem, covers over everything. I'm leaving this off in case anybody in the future wants to do anything with this. BP screw again, 2 of those. Get off. There we go. 2 BP screws to hold it in place. This is what you do if you're making this as you go along. I just say this would already be attached into the circuit board, this. But as I'm doing a power supply mod, if anybody went from episode 1 of this series to now and went, wow, you weren't going to do anything with this. No, I wasn't. But I realise it's better if I do. So that is covered over. That switch it's a lot smaller than the other ones. But that is completely useless and dead to me. So what I will do, personally, is just cut off part of this screw so it's below, still be usable, and then I'm going to fill in this with model putty and then spray over. So, cool. You can do that if you want, if you're competent enough with a airbrush. I'm not. I need to practice. So we need to go back to putting this back in place, the green light, which is now up there. Put it in place properly, like that one is, because this is all going to go back in place in a second. That really needs to come down. That's pushing that way and that's pushing that way. How does that attach to there? I've got a big piece that goes over and on it, so it'll push these wires down onto the board, which isn't a problem. And the problem with this is that's going on there, that's going on there, that's not really helping anything. They're as near as damn it, that's fine. So what I need to do is put the phaser banks in. That ain't going to be easy. Right, what do? It's not really explaining it. Because this is the thing, the phaser banks have got the grilled section and they've got the flat section. So what I need to do then is, which side goes up? I'm guessing the grilled side goes up, because that goes inside that. But it doesn't. Okay, so which one's 4D and which one's 4F? This is a slight issue. 4D and 4... What? 104D is the top one, 104F is the inside. Oh, all four are different. Oh, good Lord. Right. So identifying your parts is key now. Right, okay. These tabs are, that's to the left, that's to the right. That looks like it's to the right. So if that is the grilled part, that's 104D and that's 104E. Because if you can just see there's okay, so you've got D, E, F and G. So I want to get D and F. I'm guessing, but that just shows a smooth one. I don't get how that's going to go. I need to look into this a little, because this doesn't make much sense. If it's the flat one, and why the hell they do flat ones and then these ones that actually look a proper phaser emitter, I don't know. But one has got to go through, one doesn't. If that's 104D, then that's that way around. It's also that way around. Ooh, they are not. There's a notch, and there's a notch. That is wrong. Okay. So I had to put 2 springs inside there, hold them together, and then pray to God. Okay. Because when they go in, it looks like that part there is up against here. Yeah? Do we think? I do think. But that's got the D and the F. Yeah. So then that to me looks like... Oh, this is so confusing. It's the grill at the bottom then. 2 minutes, please. I'm going to warn you now. You're going to need glue. These lights on the back of here, if I can get you in a little bit better, I will. There we go. Right. They are. There's like a fork, and then where the diffuser bit is, the bolt fits in fine, but one of these on both sides has snapped off. So I've had to glue in place. Putting these in is an absolute nightmare. I've decided that the smooth parts want to go to the base of the ship, so the only grilled part is going to be shown upwards. So it's basically just not anything at all. So this will hopefully go in place with the springs on there when it's pushed against when the other part over here is going to be put in place. It's an absolute pig to do. If it's not done as it is now, then I have got problems. But hopefully it'll go in place all right. There's a bit there, I think you can see it. It's not in right. It's a proper pig, this. If it breaks, I'm going to cry. Oh, no, it's not even right. Oh! That's gone on. It sounded bad, but it was actually good. So they are there, ready to go in. These little notch parts on here go into here, so it's just marrying up and making sure that the smooth ones face the bottom. See, if you look on the actual production model, it shows these nice grill ones with like an array on the actual part. These are completely different to these are completely different. There's the smooth bits over here as well, just matching that up. A little bit springs, but not in the middle much. Don't know why they spring, it's ridiculous. So hopefully that next piece should just push into place on top of now. And if it is, I'm happy. Repeat process, we did the 2 springs. Be careful, that's all it says. Taking care not to trap any cables. That's just going to go launched underneath here anyway. And I have got, this is not your model, this is mine with the cables for the power for the nacelles. I don't know where to run these to and whether or not there is a good idea or not. Basically, holes and things. So I should be alright. But I don't know. As long as either side work, I'm fine. So I'm going to hide that underneath there. This wants to now go. Oh. Might be an issue. The cables are out of the way a little. Again, like I've said, this is my model. I am not having the battery packs on. Okay. So that's going. Why is it not fitting there? Taking care not to trap any cables, fold the battle section, lower panel down into position at the main battle section, surrounding and securing the phaser strips, navigational lens lights. Fitting into stage, secured with 13 BP screws, 2 AM screws and 2 BM screws. Stage 14 is now complete. This is not going to be easy. The thing is, I need to know what screws go in where. I need to secure this part in more than anything. So that's not doing anything. Because there's the lights. A bit of pink coming down there as well. That glue and whatever. If you ever get any glue stuck, if you glue any parts down like I have done, if you want to release them, some isopropanol, let it soak for a few minutes and it comes off eventually. So let's have a look here. On there, I can see the cable through there. So that's not good. Hold on a minute. So we have a bit that goes in there to there, got a bit that goes in there to there. This really is not going to be easy. And I need to show you guys this. I think the cables are perfectly fine. I need that one in the middle putting in. I really do. So what's that one? A BP screw. Let me get the screws in place and see what I can do. This is going to be tricky. Looking good, but this is going to be tricky. I'm not going to say that's easy. That isn't. Right, so once you're in, you need to make sure you miss the cables for these here, for the cables coming off of this. Yeah, I will mod in my own time. When these go in, these are just basically hope for the best, hit and hope. BP screws all the way around here to here. Your two BM screws here, your 2 AM screws here holding this battery pack in place. What I've had to do is this one and this one. This one here is a CP screw, because it basically it unthreaded a little bit, and I think it's because the cable is behind that. But there's a slight gap. Yeah, there's a gap there, but that's where this new panel comes on here. Like here, 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 at a later date. But it seems to be perfectly fine. I've got away with where it's going. So yes, fine, yes, seems okay. One problem with this, well, two problems. One, that phaser bank is absolutely shockingly bad, and I need to address that. Maybe push that down, bit of paint inside and hope for the best. But it's not springing up right, but I can push up from the other side. That's better. That's a better that. That's also not a good seam. I might have to end up, I have to put another screw, bigger screw in there anyway, try and nip this together, and it won't. I don't think I'm nipping the cable for the lights, but I wouldn't put it past it either. Third problem, bit of green paint there. Fourth, can you tell what I've done here? It's with the super glue trying to hold this in place. I need to chisel that away, get rid of it, and probably repaint a red dot on there with clear paint. And I've done another one. That screw was too long and it's pushed the plastic up on here. I hate doing that. Absolutely hate it. Right. Because you put a too long a screw in, it goes too far and it pushes the plastic. I've done that on the saucer as well. Damn it. I might just leave it. I don't know. It's secure enough as it is, but it is a problem. It is slightly issued, but it's such a pain. I'm hoping that would be a really good piece to do, but it's an absolute nightmare. So I do need to do something with this. It doesn't seem too bad, and we've got most of the secondary hull now complete. So going on to 105, I need to work on this on my own time. I mean, maybe I'll do like I said, put some isopropanol there, just loosen it a little bit, scrape away. Glue is good, glue is very bad. So just be careful. I can fix this, I can repair, I can get down with isopropanol and fix the best I can. So that is this issue done. Like I said before, these are guides. If you don't like what I'm doing, please tell what I'm doing wrong, and it will actually help. Bye for now. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe, usual stuff, gubbins, become a Patreon, help me out any way you can. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye for now.